Welcome to my personal and creative evolution. We are shifting from surviving to absolutely thriving, but we're going to get there not with a big, drastic life decision, but by doing it the way that most learn and grow. One small shift in perspective, one small habit change, one new art project, one moment at a time. Whoa, buddy! Okay, you guys, before I share anything about the projects that I've been working on, I have to share with you my newest hobby. As if I needed another one, but I digress. Check it out. So I've been doing some embroidery and decided to embroider the back pocket of my jeans. And I just love it so much. It makes some pretty boring pants feel a lot more personal. Okay, now back to my painting. I'm gonna try and flip it around carefully. The bottom is drying, but the rest of it is already dry. This is my latest painting. I'm excited about it. I love it. This is definitely a different color palette than what I normally use, but I had so much fun with this. Inspired by a recent trip to the beach where I saw sea turtles swimming in the ocean and they were popping their little heads out and looking at me. It was so cute. So yeah, this is the painting. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking of getting some limited edition prints made of this one and a few others. So if you would be interested in a limited edition print, let me know. Or if you have another painting of mine that you've seen recently that you want a print made of, let me know because I'll be doing print runs soon. Ooh, these paintings, they're all inspired by moments that I've felt whole. And the common connection between all of them is that the moments where I feel whole is when I feel connected to something much larger than myself. It's when I can kind of zoom out and see myself as like a tiny speck in a larger vessel, I guess. So, this is one of those paintings in the series. The one behind me, oh gosh, the one behind me here is part of the series as well. And then I also have the one that I just took down in the living room. Um, the one that I put up in the living room and as well as the one that I took down. I think I'm gonna do one more in the series. I might do more, but for right now, I'm thinking just one because I have an idea for a new series that I'm really, really stoked to get started on. So there may be more, but for now, I'm gonna do one more. At least I have the idea for one more painting, but more ideas might come as time goes on. So I attached the canvas to these stretchers the other day. So now I need to gesso this and then I can start painting on it. I'm so excited. Okie dokie. Time to do some gesso. Move, buddy. It is time to do some gesso. I'm gonna time lapse through this because it's gonna be kind of boring. Buddy, you gotta move. You gotta move. You can't be over here. Go. Over here. Settle. There you go, sweet boy. There you go, sweet boy. Love you, buddy. Stay there, okay? Mama's gonna gesso her painting. I haven't had my pottery class in several weeks. We had to take an 8-week break because they're renovating the space. So I've been a little bit sad, but thankfully my pottery instructor sent me home with this big bag of reclaimed clay. So I have been working on making a few things and I'm gonna share them with you guys. So since I don't have a wheel, I can't throw anything. So everything that I've made has just been hand sculpted. I made this as like a little pinch pot vase. Just something kind of like organic, flowy, nothing too spectacular, but I did also get a chance to work on some of my sculpting skills, which is not something that I've really done yet. And I made this hand, which I'm pretty proud of. It's gonna be like a phone holder, or it could be an iPad holder, but basically I'll stick my device down in there. And I don't want to do it yet because it hasn't been bisque fired. So I'm trying to be very delicate with it, but I'll be able to put a device in there like when I'm cooking and it can hold my phone while I look at recipes or whatever. If I'm watching a video or something while I do dishes. So that's my hand. I'm gonna put these away and then show you my work in progress. This is my work in progress. Let me unwrap it. I had to lay it sideways because it has legs. And the legs were like getting droopy because the clay was still pretty wet as I was working with it. This one's in progress, but again, working on some sculpting. Oh my gosh, that does not feel good. Oh my gosh. Its neck is not very strong. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, there's his booty. Oh my gosh, the leg. Oh, see what I mean? Okay, well, she lost her legs. That's okay. We can reattach them. This is my sculpture, and this is its legs. So it's meant to like sit on a ledge like this. The legs will be reattached, and then I'm gonna give it some arms. Now that the clay is a little more hard, the legs should stick a little bit easier. So yeah, but I had it while I was working on it. I had it like sitting on the edge, and the weight of the clay just kind of pulled the knees apart. Oh gosh, okay. So that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna give her some legs again. I have very little sculpting experience, you guys, so don't judge me if I'm doing everything wrong. Make a little bit of slit.
use this guy.
So this is what I've got so far. When emotional overload strikes, we run. Boost of confidence unlocked. This is because of this little guy. Buddy, what are you doing? What in the world are you doing? Let me see you. Don't you on me? No, thank you. Oh my goodness. Buddy, you can chew on your bone. Here, you can chew on this. No, chew on that. That's better. Good boy. Oh. This was probably the simplest part of the painting process. I'm creating the underpainting, and before I even put any sort of marks down for the composition, I'm just laying in the color. There's nothing to it, but I love to see the lighter and darker spots come to life, and it can kind of help inform the painting. It's like the first breath of life that I'm breathing into the canvas, and it's really exciting. There's this energy of newness, this energy of possibility, but we don't know what we're becoming yet. And I feel like that's a pretty good metaphor for where I'm at in my life right now, as well as in this energy of a blank canvas that is just starting to be painted. I feel like there's a lot of energy of newness coming in, but not exactly knowing what the image is going to be like yet. I have an idea in my head of what it's going to look like, but the forms haven't quite taken shape. But the seeds are planted. That's where I'm at with my painting and in life. I'm so excited and so nervous for what is to come in life, but mostly excited. I feel like it's going to be fun, which is a really wonderful place to be. And it's an energy that I haven't felt, gosh, this fully in probably like 5 years, maybe more. So it's been a while. I feel like I've been healing, like sifting through the BS in my own life. And I've learned so much. I feel like I've kind of been in the shadow self, and I'm coming out of that. And I've learned so much through going through that process. But it was fucking hard. It was really fucking hard. So I'm grateful to be coming into a place of more light and more peace too. Like there's this energy of acceptance, accepting where I'm at, accepting what comes my way, and that everything that is coming in is for me. Even if it's not feeling good or it feels really challenging, there's a reason for it, and it ultimately will serve me. That's the kind of attitude that I feel like I've cultivated, and just this love for myself and this love for life. And I'm really excited to see where that goes. It doesn't mean that I don't have hard days still, because I definitely do. I have days where I feel moody or I feel a little bit down, or I'm just like still kind of sifting through old patterns, but I definitely am in more of an accepting place. It's a fun place to be. And I will say this, it's a very expansive place to be. What I mean by that is I'll have these thoughts come up that are maybe challenging, thoughts that I just don't necessarily want to be having. And it requires me to like breathe into that energy of, okay, I need to make room for this feeling in my body. I need to make room for this energy in my life. And I think that that like expansive quality will start to mirror in my physical reality. Maybe this sounds kind of woo woo for you, but this is where I'm at. That's such a part of who I am is thinking in terms of energy. It's like there's this universal energy, this, I guess, the quantum field that we can kind of tap into. And I feel like I have access to that within myself. And I really enjoy playing in those energies. And um, yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. I really enjoy playing in those energies in the quantum field and in the unknown. It's really, really fascinating to me to be in this realm of the unseen. It feels like where my intuition lives. There's so much more to us than our bodies, than our physical realities. There is an entire universe. And I feel like most people kind of have that concept of this universe outside of us. But also, that universe is mirrored and reflected internally as well. And when you realize that and you start tapping into that within yourself, it is so cool and strange. It's like entering the twilight zone, I swear. The synchronicities start to become, I want to say comical, but I don't know if that's really the right word. But it is kind of. It's like you start to see these synchronicities coming into place and you just start laughing 'cause, like, the universe is so fucking magical. I am so fucking magical. I love that. Like feeling the magic within us is so lovely.